Alright, so last time out there were a few problems we had to deal with on the Dozer map, and I don't want to spoil the surprise if you never watched that video, but let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of Stockholm Syndrome. But I'm not here to relive that pain, I'm here to start living new pain, because we all know trauma is better fresh. So up to this point there has been a pretty solid mix of enemy units within each map, other than maybe a couple wizard maps and some zombie levels here and there. But can we have some regulations on how many knights can be slapped on a map for health and safety purposes? Sorry, not knights, I meant Cavalrrrrrrrrrrrs. Because look at this map, it's damn near infested with these things. How am I supposed to win against that with this team of wet noodles, fumble artists, and one Mathilda? And is it just me or does that one look different? I don't have too much right to complain though, because we just got the Regal, and since Alm can only hold one item, we had to give his shield, I mean leather, to Claire. And if you're wondering why I didn't give the defense item to Silk, it's because Silk has so little defense it would damn near do nothing for her. Basically, giving Silk the shield to try and make her capable of actually defending herself would be like trying to stop a building from burning down with an old desk fan. Also, I realized that even if I did give the leather to Silk, I would still do everything in my power to avoid putting her in harm's way regardless. So Claire was just a better all-around choice. Anyway, back to the swarm of horse people we have to kill for probably a good reason. So first things first, we may be fighting horse people, but man, do they take their time. Like bro, y'all ever heard of urgency? We are in the middle of a war, for crying out loud. Can y'all gallop with some purpose, please? Granted, we did end up taking a pretty hefty L on this one, so maybe they know something that I don't. How did we receive said hefty L, you ask? Well, let's speedrun some of the bigger talking points. Robin got hard targeted because he was faster than the horses we were against, so they were just upset they weren't as cool. Gray was too slow to hit twice on the horses that seemed to be drugged up on the freshest of Popeye spinach, which is fair, just look at the horses, but that being fair does not make it any less infuriating. Ryuto failed me. Like once. It was mildly frustrating. And to top it all off, we returned to our roots and managed to let the big boss of the map, Loso, kill one of our units. Can you guess who we ended up killing? It might be easier than you think. Silk is the only one I'm worried about. But I think she'll be fine because she's on a bush. She might die. She might die for that. That is definitely the boss, man. Oh no. Sweetie, you gotta dip this one. Oh yes! Okay, okay. Whoa boy! Right. Oh right, never mind, she's dead. She's gonna die. There's no way she... Happiness doesn't last forever. So after Silk got her ribcage smashed twice, I ended that recording session, and the next time I tried this level was over a month later, which means I was just a smidge rusty, and then there are moments like this. Regal. We got this sword? I don't remember this happening. You know what? It's fine. I'm sure it did happen, I just forgot. Obviously, we have the sword. What do I... Right. For a while, I just didn't feel the urge to play the game because I was worried that I would inadvertently offend Twilight Sparkle by killing all these horses. And why would I want to inadvertently offend Twilight Sparkle? And the desire to play the game didn't hit me until I got a comment on one of these videos talking about the process to essentially recruit Ryuto's sister Dyute. So the plan in this recording was to get to that point in the game where recruiting Dyute was possible. Now, I'm not going to explain the process of recruiting Dyute because it's not relevant right now, but it'll show up in a video in the near future. Anyway, that was the goal here, but unfortunately all my plans suffer from irreparable fragility due to my smooth and decaying brain. Speaking of my fragile plans and being rusty, my first attempt back ended in failure because even though I remembered that Silk is baby and requires extra protection, somehow I managed to let Gray die, of all people. Which proved just how rusty I was, because to let Gray die means that something has gone very, very wrong. Then I'm here feeling dumb because I managed to let the most murder-capable unit die when he wasn't even really being targeted in the first place. And then he hits me with his death quote, which is... So the good ones die young, huh? Great, get up, we are running it back. At this point, I had considered going back to the promotion station to have some of our units promoted. So instead of having units like Luca and Force going to the battle as soldiers, we could have them upgrade to Knight, which are much more useful and just better in every conceivable way. This thought was then quickly followed up with the realization that I didn't care. Why make the game easier, am I right? Hooray for masochism. So there were two adjustments I made this time around that actually helped us get through this with all our units intact. Adjustment 1, trust Claire more in these maps instead of treating her like the one child at the pool party that doesn't know how to swim, because not only can she swim, she's also really good at it. And adjustment 2, treat Silk like the child who came to the pool party not knowing how to swim, and for some reason they jumped into the water wearing ironclad boots. So this map splits your units into two groups, a left group and a right group. Technically there is a third middle group, but only the first two groups are under immediate threat. The left group is Gray, Cleve, Claire, Force, and Robin, which is pretty solid considering the main liability would be Claire, but like I said, she isn't that useless little girl she was when we first saved her. So everyone on this side can hold their own pretty well. And the right group is Alm, Luca, Cliff, Python, and Silk. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. I meant to say the wrong group. I don't know if you all have been keeping track of the good and bad units on our team here, but if I were to make a list of units who disappoint me at the highest frequency, this right group would occupy 90% of it. Oh, and that random middle group I brought up a second ago was just Ryuta and Mathilda, who we had both go to the right group because obviously we did. Fortunately though, for the right group, protecting Silk was as simple as putting Arm in a bush and letting him take care of the rest apparently. A lot of people are probably gonna attack Ryuta, and I did not consider it, but he should be fine. He's a mage, he's okay. Oh yeah, they'll attack Homeboy first, if they can hit him. Yeah. This is why he's on a bush, boys. Planning. It's not really planning, it was just me knowing what's more irritating to deal with. Be on a bush or not. Be on the bush wins by a considerable margin. Realistically, none of them should be able to attack him. I just don't think they should be able to land attacks. And when did he get so slow? I thought he would be hitting twice on everyone. Why is that not the case? Yes! Yes! This is what I was looking for. And now look, so now people can come onto his right side, so that means they will actually prioritize him instead of anyone else, right? Exactly. So they're gonna hit him, and then he can defend himself because he's on a bush. Exactly. And then he crits. You know, it would have been cool if it all came together like... Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, what? That's perfect. I didn't... Okay. Why can he hit twice on them and no one else? What, everyone else does they do jogs every morning, and that's the one horse that doesn't, and he suffered for it. Everyone else goes out for a morning run, and that one horse just didn't go because he didn't think it was necessary. And now it died because it was too slow. Ooh. The life of a villain. Tragic, I know. Fun fact, no one's attacking Mathilda. Do it again. Do you hit twice on them? Oh, I found the two slackers of the group. They were the slow ones. Oh wait, you know what? It would have been funny if I had just not noticed this. But Alm did just level up. I didn't check to see what went up when he leveled up, but speed was probably one of the things that leveled up. Oh yes! Oh, okay. This is the run. This is the run. This is the run. This is the one. Yes. We figured it out. This is where we have to win this. We have to win this now. It's not up to us. We either win this or we were never meant to get past this level in the first place. If you get one more crit, bro, that would be amazing. Okay, well, hey look, you killed him anyway. It's fine. This is going great. After that, it was mostly smooth sailing to the finish line with a couple of hiccups here and there, but all in all, easy clap. Now this map was mainly difficult because I was rusty from a lack of playing the game for so long, or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself so that it hurts less. But the next map we had to deal with was just difficult through and through. But I've talked for long enough, so it'll have to wait for another day. Alright, so bye.